excited for all of you. Are we live? Are we live? And also those that are joining us online, thank you. This is Young Professionals Sitam Valley Road, and we are delighted to have all of you. And because it's not my day, I'll straight go ahead and just invite our speaker for today. We have with us Bishop Emeritus too, Bishop David Oginde, a man who wears many hats. He will tell us the one he is wearing today, but we are happy to have him and to also just be able to glean from the wisdom of God that's upon his life. So I'll request us to put our hands together and welcome him the YP way as he comes to just have a moment with us. Karibu sana, Bishop. I think this is your seat. Yes. And then our media team will just furnish us with 2 microphones. Yeah. Thank you. And I will allow Julia to take over from there.
Fellowship.
Thank you.
Yeah. Could you appreciate Bishop one more time? Yes. Thank you, Bishop, for making the time to join us today. It's a privilege to have you as we have this conversation today on the topic to marry or not, which is a hot topic. Yeah, but before that, we want you to just say hi to the people here and tell us what you've been up to as well. Yeah, most of the people here get to hear you on radio or see you on TV. So this is up close and personal, and we want to know what you've been up to. Karibu.
Thank you, Julia, for that welcome. Good evening, everybody, or is it good afternoon? Good afternoon. It's a privilege to be invited here to be in this special session of consideration with marriage. I've been in marriage for 36 years.
Wow.
So I think I have some experience that I can share.
Yeah.
And we pray that this afternoon will provide us with that opportunity to share some of those thoughts. What else did you say I should say?
What you've been up to?
I've been up to being a husband. In the context we are in.
Yeah.
Yes. I actually don't know how I would answer that one.
Yeah. Well, like I said, most people get to see you on TV or hear you on radio. So aside from being Mom Nancy's husband and a father as well, what else are you doing outside there?
My primary we are not here as Catalid, we are here in different capacities. Apart from that, so if you're looking for leadership training, leadership coaching, or your organizations want some consultancy, that's what we do. So we run courses that run on a weekday evening, and you can join us. One of them is called the High Impact Leader. How to become a leader that has impact. And you can join us in that course. We run it every so often with 3 parts to that. Series 1, which has 5 parts, has 5 sessions. Series 2 has 6 sessions, and Series 3 has 7 sessions, basically to equip those who want to be leaders or those who want to be high-impact leaders on what they should do in order to develop themselves. Apart from that, we also do coaching on a one-to-one basis. So if you are seeking for advice, help in your journey of leadership, we would be happy to work with you on coaching. And then we do consultancy for organizations. So we do all kinds of organizational development. One of the areas where we have specialized in is called organizational health check, where we do an assessment of organizations to find out if they are healthy and then give them advice accordingly. Apart from that, on the other side, I'm in the corruption industry. Where I chair the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. Some of you may be aware, we try to combat corruption and encourage ethics. That we do through the EACC, through various ways of enforcement, where we try to trace those people who may be engaged in unethical practices, in corrupt deals, and we bring them to justice. But at the same time, we encourage people on how they can live lives that are ethical and do not get themselves into corruption. I don't know whether that answers.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Exceeded expectation.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. It's actually interesting you've mentioned about the High Impact Leadership series that we run. And we've been thinking about young professionals, actually. So when we send out the invitation for you to join us and be equipped to be high impact leaders, we hope that you will heed the call. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Your pastor here is that.
Yes.
Is a student.
Is a student, almost graduating.
Almost graduating.
Yes. Great. So, Bishop, we want to discuss about to marry or not. To marry or not to marry. And our interaction with marriage we have observed parents, our relatives. So then there's an image that has been formed in our minds of what marriage should look like or how relationships should look like. So maybe let me start on an easy note, actually. Is there any film that you have watched and you have enjoyed, that you have found has insightful I have personally watched the movie.
Do you think it is?
It is an incredible, has very good lessons that you can pick on relationships. I think For me, one of the lessons I picked from that movie is that you don't leave your partner in the fire. When it's burning, you don't walk away and leave your partner.
Don't leave your partner
Yeah.
behind.
Don't leave your partner behind.
Exactly.
Yeah. 36 years.
Yes.
How do you do that? How do you get there to 36 years?
One day at a time.
Wow. Tell us more. One
Today,
day
I have added one more day
Yeah.
to the years. 36 years doesn't happen once. Literally, it happens one day at a time. And if you look at committing yourself to living that one day successfully in a positive relationship, you will not notice that 36 years have passed by. And so the critical thing is not to focus on the 36 years. The critical thing is to focus on today. How am I relating with my spouse? How well am I contributing to the building of that relationship? And so it's really a one day at a time thing. And you'll just find that one day turns to a week, and the week turns to months, months turn to years, and before you know it, you're celebrating your golden jubilee, 50 years, which we are looking forward to. Yeah.
What's been the most exciting part of that 36 years, of those 36 years for you?
For me as an individual, I have often reflected, how would my life have been if Nancy had not been on my side? I have wondered sometimes, you know,